What's up, everyone? So I'm here today with a video that my wife would not necessarily approve of, but given that this for me is really a lifestyle channel, and really just meant to capture things that are interesting to me, I think I'm going to do this anyway. The reason she wouldn't approve is that the topic involves firearms. In this case, it's really just toy firearms or airsoft guns. So really, there's nothing inherently dangerous about them. I mean, they're effectively toys that you really should be careful with. But part of the reason I want to do this video is because irrespective of if you like firearms or airsoft guns or guns in general, I think there's an aspect to this that can be interesting irrespective of that. So there is a company called Evike, and they're the premier kind of airsoft distributor in North America, as far as I know. Really to the point that they actually started manufacturing their own airsoft guns over time. And they were supposed to have a convention, but because of COVID, they did not. And instead, they created a product called the Box of Awesomeness. And the Box of Awesomeness is effectively like a lottery ticket of items that you might end up getting. And it costs $199. And they show you kind of all of the different things you can win. So I actually created a printout here of it. And I don't know how many permutations of items there are. It's quite a lot. Within each box, you typically will get one long gun, one pistol, in some cases two long guns, two pistols, various degrees of value. So the top prize, there's one winner, and it's worth about $1,250, which is a pretty nice return on a $200 investment. There are 585 boxes, so the odds of getting something worth probably around $1,000 or more is really, sub 1%. But I did actually do the math on all of this, and it looks like for the most part, no matter what you get, you're going to be getting at least $400 worth of value out of a $200 box. And if all you're about is value, then I guess that's pretty good. But the reality is some of the stuff I don't think I would necessarily want. So I actually went through and did the math on it, and I found out that basically 120 of the boxes out of the 585 are things that I would not be interested in. So that's 20.5%, which means I've got about an 80% chance of being pretty pleased with what I get in the mail. So, this was kind of fun all around. It's kind of like a lottery ticket, except you're actually going to get something. It's kind of like Christmas Day for adults. You don't really know what you're going to get. You're hoping you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And it's kind of like investing to a degree, because you can put some due diligence in and you are taking on some risk. But the odds really are in your favor. 80% chance that I'll be happy, 20% I won't, and irrespective, hopefully I'll at least get the value back out of it. And if I want to just, sell the items at 50% off and move on, I could potentially do that. So I'm really excited to see what comes of it. It should be arriving here shortly. And I really wanted to get the logistics around describing this out of the way, because as soon as it arrives, I want to break this thing open and see if I got lucky or not. So we'll see. What's up, everyone? I am back, and you will notice I am wearing different clothes. And that's because the UPS guy that was supposed to drop off this box of awesomeness yesterday did not. And it is now a day later. I also received this other box, which is a pair of Jordan 4 Fire Reds that I got in a shock drop. So maybe I'll do 2 unboxings, but we'll save that for a little later. Before I open this, there's 2 kind of points I want to make. The first is, I actually think this idea is very clever on Evike's part, because they basically are able to move a lot of inventory that I think they otherwise would not have been able to. But, you know, combining that with products that people actually want, and giving good value in these boxes, and really the randomness factor of it creates a buzz and excitement, and also lets them move products. So I think it's really genius. These boxes are highly desirable. I think it's sold out in about 2 minutes, which is probably pretty quick for an item like this. It's kind of funny because if you're into the scene of you know, chasing hype releases like Supreme drops, you know, if you're after something Supreme, I went for the Supreme North Face drop today, and I think, fingers crossed, managed to secure a lime green mountain jacket and the green crossover bag, but I never got a confirmation. I just got charged to my credit card. And, you know, having that in the cart, clicking checkout, autofill forms, I can do it all in, you know, under 15 seconds. So I took that same kind of gameplay or strategy to this box, and I had it checked out probably in the first 20 seconds it went live. And I sat there twiddling my thumbs for what felt like forever, waiting for the box to sell out. And when it finally did, I realized it had only been 2 minutes that had passed. So, you know, if you're into the hype scene, you should be able to get one of these boxes, but they still sell out pretty quickly. It's finally here. I'm excited to see what's in it. So let's open this thing up. All right, so since I only get 1 shot to do this correctly, I actually wanted to get a little bit more lighting on it before I open it. And here we go. All right, first thing I see is a SIG spring-loaded P228. So that narrows it down to a number of things. I think this is going to be a pretty decent box. This is worth about 26 bucks. We got 2,000 rounds of 6mm BBs. We got a bunch of protective face masks. Stickers. Magazine. Patch. Let's see, for the pistol, we got, I don't even know what this is. A Hudson? I think actually I did not get what I wanted. And for the long rifle, received this. A CM058. And I think, unfortunately, dun dun dun, this was one of the boxes that I did not want. Struck out. The 20% happened. That's life sometimes, but let's check this out anyway. Wow, this is actually pretty interesting. Almost looks like an AK-47. All metal. Has a, what I think is a faux grenade launcher. So let's take a look at my sheet and see which one this was. All right, so total package value is $425, and just so that you can see that I'm not joking, I put an X next to the ones I didn't want, and that was one of the ones I didn't want. There were 90 winners, and I struck out. Better luck next time. See you guys.